Pria Warrick, Founder Director, Pria Warrick Finishing Academy. I'm going to be talking on high tea etiquette, something that's becoming popular once again after a lapse of many years, so that this can help you carry yourself flawlessly with the social invites that people are getting now for high tea. So this is then the high tea that we've been talking about.
And I have a lot of questions regarding that.
Really?
Yeah, the first question that can we have coffee in a high tea?
Very good question. Of course you can have coffee, you can have tea, you can have coffee, you can have hot chocolate. The idea is to have a drink, but like the British started with the high tea, and because they're big tea drinkers, this is exactly what's happened. Everybody calls it a high tea.
And also, I've seen people dipping the biscuit inside the tea.
Suicide. You're not supposed to do that. You can do it in the privacy of your home, but you can't dip biscuits in and eat, in front of everybody. That's a no-no. That's not good.
And also about the tea bag. I've seen people taking the tea bag and putting it on the plate. So is it the correct way?
So I think basically what is happening is that if you are taking a tea bag and you're putting the tea bag here and we pour some water onto that, so now let's see what you're going to do with this.
So probably I'll just dip the tea bag.
Get the color.
Get the color tea bag.
Yeah.
Take it out and place it on the saucer.
No. Just put it back. Okay. In case you want to place this on the saucer, you're going to use an underliner, which is a napkin, so that whatever comes out gets onto the napkin, so that when you pick it up, it doesn't drip on your clothes.
Okay, so it'll soak all the water.
It'll soak all the water. Another technique that we have here is that when we have a spoon and we have this, so we take the tea bag and we wrap it around, and we do it 3 times, so that every bit of it comes out. It's placed here. It'll not drip. Or you have a separate plate for that. That one you could use, and you can leave it there, and then you can have your coffee or your tea, whatever.
Okay, this was one question which many had. And other than that, can we eat the food with our hands?
I think finger food, yes, definitely. Like we have finger food here. So this could be used with your hands. And if you have finger sandwiches, they would also be this small. So you could eat that with your hands. Finger food is supposed to be eaten, finger sandwiches, etc. And but I think one important thing which a lot of people have is that when they stir coffee, it makes a lot of noise, and I'm sure you wanted to know that.
Yeah.
So what we are supposed to do is, instead of doing this and making a big noise about it, we are supposed to move up to 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So it doesn't make a noise at all. And that you did beautifully, that whenever you're finishing, you're dipping it slightly here and putting it here so that it doesn't drip.
Exactly.
Now, here we don't have tongs. So what are we going to do? We've got a spoon here, we've got a fork here, and what we are going to do is we are going to invert the fork and the spoon, and while serving ourselves, we can pick it up like this. All right? So the index finger comes inside and we pick it up like this. Yeah? So what we're going to do is, like say for example, you want to serve, so you hold this, and I'm going to now take this and the fork and we
Alright. And we eat this with a fork and a knife.
No. We're just going to use a fork for this.
Alright.
Okay? So just a fork. And any other questions that you have?
usually what happens, what is the correct cutlery used for high tea?
The correct cutlery is just small forks that we have, but important thing is just open up your napkin. Just take your napkin, pinch it from here. Pinch it from here and just put it under your armpits. And now when you pick up your coffee or your tea, so obviously if this balances very well, this is the correct posture of how to have tea. Okay?
And what about the noises which people make while drinking?
The
Yeah.
So that is a no-no again. And important thing to understand is that if the tea is very hot, touch it to your lips. If it's too hot, wait for it. Don't blow at it. Don't do that. You're supposed to sip at it slowly and do not make a noise. If you suck the tea, it's going to make a noise. Why this do we have? So that the posture is correct. Otherwise, people generally tend to do this. So this is good for drinking tea. All right.
So I think many of our questions have been answered here for high tea.